All right, we just got a call from Greg, and his bike is good to go.
Good news, he won't be flying home.
Good news, everyone.
Essentially, it got caked down with 3/4 of an inch to an inch of just pure Dawson Highway mud on the radiators, which then overheated the engine, and the Dawson Highway got the best of us. So we will soon see, and hopefully it'll be an uneventful trip the rest of the way. Good.
So we're just hanging out in the hotel room on day 12.
Day 7 for me.
Yeah. Soaking in the last couple of, the last hour before Andrea heads home. The new plan, or rather going back to the old plan of meeting up and talk.
Toke.
T-O-K.
Yeah.
Talk. I'll probably meet them around 5:30, and then we'll see where we're gonna go from there.
All right. I'm out. I'm out of this documentary.
And I'll see you in 6 days.
All right, well, we are just about to leave Fairbanks here. I have done a full oil change on my bike, so we should be good to go there. Had the issue with Greg, and it sounds like it's resolved. I think it might have been some mud or something in the radiator, so we're going to hope that that's going to be kind of okay going forward. We're a little bit behind schedule, so we'll try and catch up in the next couple days. So our goal tonight is to make it out to Beaver Creek. So we've got about 3.5 hours to meet to talk, to try and meet up with Kyle, and then when he arrives there, then we're going to go maybe another 2 hours after that. So Greg and I'll have about 5 today, and Kyle will have about 7.5. So that's kind of the goal, and we'll hope everything looks good going forward.
I am just leaving the hotel, and I'm on my way to talk to meet up with Greg and Tom.
This bike's got stories to tell.
Seeing pictures?
No, videoing.
Glad you guys made it back.
Dude, look at that.
Holy crap.
And that's after 3 days of rain. Like just sitting and getting rain.
It off as much as you think it would.
No, it doesn't. It's mixed.
So how far did you guys make it up there?
We made 80 miles out of Fairbanks and then 9 miles on Dalton. That's it.
9 miles.
111 from the Arctic Circle. I missed you guys. Did you miss me? Either my intercom cut out or you guys didn't really miss me that much.
I accidentally hit my intercom button.
I can hear you really well, Kyle. Greg, you're pretty quiet.
You're pretty quiet.
Yeah, you sound like you're really far away.
Is that better?
Yep. A little bit.
What about now?
It's all right. It's much better.
All right, update. So obviously you heard about the radiator being full of mud and all this other stuff, and I got the green light to go. We went 300 miles successfully, met up with Kyle almost seamlessly at the top gas station. We were in with like 6 minutes of each other. It was pretty awesome. Anyway, but we are back in the Yukon.
I think we have 5 or 6 more days. We just tried doing the Dawson and we're just going back down to Idaho.
Yeah, I have a flask of whiskey.
Lick your lips when you tell them that.
Nope. Thank you. New York, we did it!
The G-Spot's doing good, you know? I mean, like, we were revving at 45, 5,000 RPMs, going 70, 75, no problems, no clutch slippage, no overheating. So, motorcycle's looking good. We're at the second half of this journey. So if nothing else, I'm feeling thankful, I guess, that I'm not flying home and had to miss out on the second piece of this adventure.
It's day 13. Left Andrea at the hotel yesterday in Anchorage. I rode for about 320 miles to meet up with the guys in Tok, Alaska. And I got to go on a section, it was called the Glen Highway, and it was beautiful. Just winding roads, glaciers every now and then. It was fun. Made it into the Yukon. Greg built a massive fire. So today we're gonna try to get, I think it's a short day, about 360 miles. We're getting to Teslin. And then we're gonna have to start putting in some long days to catch up. Make our goal of getting in by Saturday. But that's all for now.
It's a little bit muddy out here. We're somewhere in between Beaver Creek and Teslin, which is our goal today. Still in the Yukon.
They've had a lot of construction going on with just nobody, no flaggers or anything around.
I know. Pilot car sure isn't going very quick.
Right now, this is too slow for first.
Yeah. Oh, this too. Yeah. So this is too fast for first.
No, I'm too slow for first. I've still got my hand on the clutch.
See, that's also annoying too, to be hovering your clutch in all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like chirping in second at like 2,000 RPM. But then first feels kind of like edgy. Hopefully that's the end of it.
We can only hope.
Guess we're back to the road now.
Yep. Kind of. Still pretty gravelly.
Yeah.
We've pulled over to the side of the road because Greg's bike is overheating again. Got caked in mud in that construction we went through. Probably just let it sit, cool down a little bit.
So you can see the bikes are pretty well caked in mud. But here's kind of the difference between mine and Greg's. That's my radiator, pretty good surface area. And then there's a mud flap that protects
You know what I'm saying?
dirt from getting up in there. Here's Greg's bike, a little bit shorter mud flap, and half the size of mine, it looks like.
At least that's a simple
That's why his bike is overheating and ours are not. More bad news about Greg's bike. We're on the side of the highway just past Destruction Bay, and it's overheating again. His bike keeps shutting off, and it threw some error code on the engine. So he's pretty over it at this point, and I think he might be calling it the end of his trip.
He's gonna go fix your bike for you.
"15 miles out of Destruction Bay," which is sadly poetic. So the bike's been broken down. It has some BMW service code of A65, which essentially meant that it overheats, and now it won't come back on at all. Anyway, so we tried to go into town, and some guy was going to charge me $800 to get it to Whitehorse. I called around, and there's a tow truck coming to get me in the bike now. Should be here soon. Tom and Kyle stayed with me, which was awesome. They've been trying to bring up my spirits. Just really disappointed. I was thinking when the bike was running, it ran great yesterday, that I got the reprieve to go head on the trip and have the second half of the journey. I don't know, I mentally prepared myself a couple days in Fairbanks to be okay and accepting that that wasn't going to be the case. So when this happened today, just going through the construction zone, it just flattened me. So anyway, end of story, end of adventure.
So we've camped out on the side of the road here, waiting for the tow truck to come and pick up Greg's bike. We've decided to have the Last Supper on the roadside with him, listening to a little Bare Naked Ladies. So that doesn't suck. It's not all bad. We've got the lake behind us, mountains. All in all, pretty good place to commiserate.
Take your time to wait, I'm gonna make you smile when you realize that I got my side. Might take a while just to try to figure out what all this is for. Pinch me, 'cause I'm still asleep. Please God, tell me that I'm still asleep.
So Greg's bike fell over, so they are readjusting the straps. This is not a good day. So it's day 14 and we're just leaving Whitehorse. We're leaving Greg at the Canada's Best Value Inn.
got a flight into Calgary that I'll be departing here in about an hour. And then Kelsey's picking me up.
We were able to put 490 miles behind us yesterday. We're going to try for another 490 to 550 miles.
We got ourselves a little Canadian scratch ticket. Now, if we win the grand prize here, this will cover our entire trip, as well as covering the breakdown of Greg, the shipment, and all of that.